DMZ, you have my heart. This game mode is just an insane level of fun. It is stress, it is beauty, it is grace, it is getting shot in the face. This is sincerely one of the best additions to a video game in a long time. And I just want to kind of give my thoughts, my impressions, after having played many hours of this so far. Now, I just want to go into this, but I want to start talking about kind of my negative experiences. Now, I do play this solo currently. I don't have any friends playing this, and I haven't played with the Randy randoms just because I'm nervous about playing with randoms in a mode like this. But I'm going to have to give it a try here to see if maybe that changes some of my experiences. And now, as a solo player, the game is balanced around 3-player squads or more. This means if I'm doing a high-level activity for a quest, or I'm just trying to get some cool loot, I could end up spending a bunch of time fighting super hard AIs to just get wiped out by a player squad who just came in to mop up the rest. And that's fine. I mean, that's a tactic. I get it. But I'd love to see a dedicated solos mode added to sort of alleviate situations like that. And I also think it would be fun to play in the DMZ knowing that all the other players I encounter, or most of the players I encounter, are going to be solo. And I think that would give the proximity chat just a whole new meaning when you're like trying to recruit all these solo players to your squad so you guys can go tackle higher level stuff. I think that'd be really cool. And sort of from the lens of a solo player, a feature I cannot stand, I hate it to the core of my being, is the fact that you can revive players from dead right then and there. It has made fighting squads almost impossible for me because I've gotten 1 guy down, 2 guys down, 3 guys down, whatever, and 1 guy I didn't know was there, because you don't know if a squad's, if it's 2 guys, 3 guys, 4 guys, 5 guys, or 6 guys. You can't tell. But I've killed a guy, snuck around to get a better angle, and then while I was fighting someone else, the other person went and revived the other guy. And it's like, do I just camp the guy I killed now? Is that how I have to play this? I don't want to play like that. Like, if I have to get into a fight with a squad, I have to play extremely tactically. Most of the time, in most of my experiences, they've literally just rushed me to death because there's no penalty for a death. They don't have to go buy their homie back in. They don't have to do nothing. They just rush in there and kill me because there is zero penalty to death when you're in a squad and you're fighting a solo player anyways. And it just makes it frustrating. It just really sucks when you're fighting your tail off and then 3 dudes with no consequences just roll in and end your run because it's easy for them because you're by yourself and you might not have good guns or the ability to talk to them because they might not be listening. And now, speaking of proximity chat, which has been delightful and terrifying at the same time, I've had some fun encounters. I've had some scary encounters. I've had a couple of funny ones too. I had one where I was extracting. I had no ammo. I had nothing on me because I had already dumped all my stuff. And these 2 guys come over and they're like, "Hey man, I didn't call in this extract," and I flipped my mic down and I'm like, "Gentlemen, there's a peaceful way out of this. I have nothing. We can all extract together." And it was like we had 30 seconds until the radiation cloud started spreading and we were right by it. And they were like, "Oh yeah, man, that's cool," And I came down, I was talking to him and stuff, and one guy's like, "Hey man, we got proximity chat." And I said, "Yeah, man, I could hear you guys chit-chatting for a while." And I've had some cool experiences. I've also had some experiences where I've stealthed up to a buy station, and there was a squad sitting there talking, and they're just BSing, but you realize that they're the kind of guys that if they see you, there's no talking. They're going to kill you immediately. They don't care. They're the kind of guys that they're there for action. They're there for fun, and that's cool. But it was also cool that I was able to hear you guys and understand who you were and stay away from you. I let them leave. I used the buy station, and then I left. I went the other direction. I was not messing with those guys. Did I run into them later? Yeah, they were driving around in a technical mowing everything down. But I was able to avoid them again because I heard them talking way before I heard the gunshots. So Proximity chat's awesome. It leads to some really, really, really cool situations, and I'm hoping to use it even more and more as more players discover that it's actually a feature. Now, something I would love to see in the game is a proper day-night cycle and a weather system. I would love to see all those things implemented. I would love to jump into Al Mazrah at night with rain or fog or something. I'd love to see that kind of stuff because I think it would really change the atmosphere and really change the way you play. Because, I mean, DMZ to me is like a stress simulator. There's just everything around you is technically trying to kill you. The AI can kill you ridiculously fast if you have just crummy gear. And I think, oh gosh, nighttime, running around the DMZ at night, just chef's kiss. I think it would be amazing. I think it would just be spooky. It'd be super spooky. And we know that they can run these maps at night. They did it with Verdansk, and I definitely believe they can do it with Al Mazrah if they don't already have a nighttime version of Al Mazrah sitting around on a hard drive somewhere. And I've also been chewing on the fact that, like, the game doesn't have an external economy system. You have all this money, and I know, like, a lot of extraction shooters also have their external economy. But I don't think this game should have one. And I've been really thinking about it, and I think an external economy would break the game. It would defeat the purpose. Because if you can just purchase plate carriers and gas masks and all that stuff that you need for extended lengths of survival, hey, I can just purchase a large backpack, a 3-plate carrier, and a durable gas mask. Why does it matter? Well, it matters because you have players that maybe aren't that good. New players who your squad might be really good. You guys always extract and you guys pull all sorts of cash and all sorts of good stuff out. But if you're using that in a negative sort of context, like if you guys are just running around murdering players because you know that you guys are fully kitted out and they might not be fully kitted out. Maybe that person was only able to infill with like an X12 pistol, a single plate carrier, and nothing else. You're going to kill them 9 times out of 10. Even more. We're probably talking 99 out of 100 times you're gonna kill that person because they just can't fight you. So I guess all in all, an external economy system for what they have going right now, I just don't think it'll work. I just don't think it makes sense in the context of DMZ. Now, for other extraction shooters, it works, but because DMZ was built without an external, economy system, I don't think it should have it. I really don't. I know a lot of players want to see it, but I just don't think it'll work for what DMZ has brought to the table. I also would just like to talk about the fact that I do not understand why they've locked the M13B assault rifle behind getting that frustrating, you have to kill the chemist. I think you should be able to just get an M13B from anywhere on the map because your chances of getting it are still pretty low because you have to wait for it to randomly spawn. I don't know why they're just like, it's just the chemist. You have to just kill the chemist. I hate that. I've been unsuccessful in all of my solo runs attempting to get it. I still don't have it. And I wish that there would just be another way to get it because unlike all the other guns where you have to go through the weapon tree, the Boss P and the M13 are in the same weapons platform. And I hate the fact that there's no other way to get the M13 than to do just the most bogus challenge to get it by extracting it. I hate it. Shoot, all in all though, DMZ, I just can't quit you, baby. It's so good. It's so much fun. I'm hoping in the future I can find some friends that enjoy it as much as I do, and we can get into all sorts of shenanigans together. But if you enjoy the content, make sure to hit a like, maybe subscribe, hit the dislike. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat, turns your turtle, and churns your butter. That's all on you, my friend. But if you do like the content, make sure to stop by. I'll definitely be streaming more, uploading more videos, and just generally having fun. All right. Hope you all have a good one. Hope to catch you guys later. Peace.